Pastor Sean here at Ascension Lutheran Church in East Lansing, Michigan, welcoming you to join us this Sunday, June 28th, for our resumption of live in-person services. I know everybody is very eager to get back worshiping together, as I am very eager to get back into leading you in worship. So very excited about this whole thing, and so I wanted to provide this video as kind of a little heads up for some of the changes that we put in place in order to do everything in the safest possible way. We want to minimize the risk of potential infection, especially given our vulnerable population. So things might look a little bit different, but that's okay. We're going to show you what to expect here. Now, first things first, we will not be having Sunday school before the service. So no Sunday school. The good news is that we have, for the youth, we have a weekly Zoom Sunday school class session. We also have weekly YouTube videos with a Bible study that I lead and also a Bible study that Pastor Kroll is leading. So you have plenty of options to go online for Bible studies. So now, on to the service. Worship begins at 10 a.m., and here is what to expect as you come back to Ascension. The first change is how you get into the building. We have 4 entrances, 2 by the sanctuary, 1 by our chapel, and 1 by our boiler room. To help our ushers assist everyone, we're asking everybody to use the 2 entrances by the sanctuary. The entrances by the chapel and boiler room will remain locked. You'll notice that on each entrance we have signs that will give you a brief overview of some of the safety precautions we're covering in this video. When you come in, there will be a hand sanitizer station. We encourage you to make use of it. We are asking that everybody wear a mask at all time while you're here. This will greatly help in minimizing risk of infection, especially in consideration for our more vulnerable parishioners. If you don't have a mask, we will gladly provide one for you. We also ask that everybody observe recommended social distancing practices by keeping at least 6 feet apart from others, unless they are members of your household. Our ushers are here to assist you in every way possible as you navigate some of these changes. They will make sure you get a bulletin and then will guide you to your seat in the sanctuary. You'll notice that we have cordoned off every other pew in order to maintain that 6 feet of distance. If you are sharing a pew with someone outside your household, please try to maintain that 6 feet. Which brings us to the service. We have strived to keep as much as we could, as it used to be, while also taking into account the need to be safe. Possibly the biggest change is that we will not be singing during the service. One of the hallmarks of Lutheran worship is that we delight in singing. For now, though, to be on the safe side, we won't be singing. We will speak the responses rather than singing them. Now, we will still have music. We will continue to be blessed by Alex and her talented playing and singing. This will be a great opportunity for us to listen to the hymns being sung and really pay attention to the lyrics, to read along and appreciate the depth and beauty of our hymnody. We will not be passing the offering plates during the service. Instead, they will be placed on a table in a narthex so that you can place your offering in them before or after the service. Online giving is also an option. For our first Sunday back, we will not be serving communion. We decided that it would be best to see how this first service goes and then evaluate how best to serve communion during the service. We will continue to offer scheduled personal communion visits throughout the week. You will always be able to receive Christ's body and blood here at Ascension. At the end of the service, our ushers will dismiss you by pews. This will best facilitate our desire to maintain social distancing. And unfortunately, we will be suspending our coffee and refreshment fellowship time. This is another one of those things that we will be constantly evaluating and doing our best to find ways to continue our familiar and very beloved practices in the safest possible way. So things will look a little bit different than what we're used to, right? But the important thing to remember is that all of these things are being done out of love and concern for one another. Okay? We want to love God by coming together and receiving the gifts that He's promised to deliver, and we want to love one another by accommodating each other's needs and by minimizing the risk of infection. So now with that being said, if you are sick, if you have any of the symptoms of this coronavirus, please stay home. The good news is that we will still be providing videos of our service. Now, unfortunately, at this time, we're not ready to live stream them, so you won't be able to tune in at 10 o'clock and see the service on Sunday. However, we will be providing them on Facebook and YouTube later Sunday afternoon, possibly in the evening. So those will be made available to you. Now, I hate to say it, but unfortunately, the videos will not quite have the high production value that we have become accustomed to. While these regular services have been suspended, I have had the opportunity to really do a lot of cool things with lighting and different camera angles and being able to put all the words up on the screen. Unfortunately, that's a little harder for us to do when we get back to filming a live service. Okay, so if you're unable to attend in person, please know that we will do everything possible to provide whatever you need to participate in our worship service from home. Okay, we'll make sure you have access to online bulletins. If we're able to put the words up, we'll do it, but it's definitely not going to be exactly what you're used to. So I do want to thank all of you for all of your support during this time. It's been a challenge, but with your support, with your encouragement, it's made a world of difference. And now, as we get back to worshiping together, I thank you in advance for your patience, for your understanding, as we navigate these very strange waters that we find ourselves in. You know, how we do things may change, but what never changes is God's steadfast love for us and the promise of forgiveness, life, salvation, and joy that we receive through Jesus Christ. So I hope you'll join us this Sunday and every Sunday, either here at Ascension or at home, to receive the good news of Jesus Christ. Thank you.